Hi guys, today I'm here with a medium coverage foundation routine that's long wearing, looks natural, but helps to deal with covering acne. I just filmed this intro twice and it was super long and I cried both times. I'm gonna try and get through it now, but I have struggled with acne since grade 5. Maybe grade 4. I'm now almost 30 years old. I am sick and tired, but I'm just super annoyed. I don't know what happened, and being a YouTuber, while it's can kind of be helpful technically because people love a good before and after for like covering acne in a thumbnail, etc, etc, and it's also just helpful for those of you that also have acne. As somebody who has had really good skin for the past year, it's really hitting me hard how much of a turn my skin has taken. Like, I've had pimples and even cystic acne over the past year, but it's only been one. It hasn't been this. So yeah, so anyways, I've had to kind of adjust my makeup routine a little bit as someone who was spoiled with nice skin over the past year. This is, yeah, it's really freaking annoying. So I've gone ahead and primed my skin with the e.l.f. Oil Control Primer Mist. I find when I have this type of acne that's like painful and sore on my face, I really don't want to wear anything on my face, but when I do, I like to use a primer mist. So this is the e.l.f. one, which is super light. Then I'm gonna go in with the Shiseido Synchro Skin Self-Refreshing Foundation. This is a nice, like, I think it can be full. I'm probably gonna wear it more medium. I have 2 pumps out here on my hand and I'm gonna use a sponge, but I mean, I talked about it in my most recent favorites video, how frustrated I am with my skin, and then you get just so much unwarranted advice. And like I said, like, people literally get mad. Like, people have been mad at me for not telling them what medication I'm on. And like, I get it that you're curious, and like, I would be curious too if I had cystic acne, but I just do not feel comfortable, first of all, talking about my medical history just yet, because I wanted to go through the whole process and see how it was so that I can give my full thoughts potentially. And I just like to keep some things private. Like, I share a lot and it's something you need to get from a doctor, so it needs to be like recommended. And I know even just talking about this now is going to cause potential speculation and people being annoyed. But I'm just trying to be honest, and I'm feeling very vulnerable right now. And I caught myself, actually, because I'm filming another video after this, I caught myself just wanting to do my makeup and hop on camera with a full face, which is something I never did even when I had really bad cystic acne like 2 years ago. But because my skin has been good, I know that if you get on camera and your skin is bad, then people are going to start asking questions, which is like, okay. So I figured I would show you kind of my foundation routine that I've been doing lately, in the hopes of helping those of you that do have acne, because a lot of you commented on my favorites video talking about, you know, how annoying it is with all the unwarranted advice, and do you drink water and blah 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 blah. Like, no, I don't drink water. My acne is hormonal. It's cystic. It doesn't have to do with the products I'm putting on my face, or like the only connection I'm making is when I got my cystic acne 2 years ago, it was also December, which I was like, is it the stress or something? I don't know. So what I like to do is put on like a medium coverage foundation, but not that much of it, because like my forehead is quite clear, my chin is starting to get breakouts, but like it's really kind of concentrated right here, and I don't like that look of heavy foundation whether I have acne or not. I just have not been into that lately. So I like to do a medium coverage foundation and then go in and spot conceal after my foundation to see what's kind of shining through. I tried to do some color correcting the other day with like a green color corrector, and it all just got like so heavy. It was just so much, and it's not that I'm trying to like totally eliminate my pimples, because like they're not going anywhere. They're obviously there, but I just kind of want to tone down the redness a little bit, but I still want my skin to shine through, and I think that's what looks the best. So I'm taking the Essence Matte Concealer. But yeah, it's just like I said, it's so tiring. This has been going on for so long. And I feel like it could be detrimental to my job. I don't know if it actually is, but like, if a brand is going to hire someone to do skincare stuff, most of the time they want somebody that already has good skin, albeit that's kind of foolish because you want to see transformations, you want to see people who have the same skin conditions as you, but that may not always be the case. So like, I'm like, is this going to affect my income? Do I, you know, because I don't edit my photos, I don't smooth my skin, I don't do anything. I might saturate them a little bit more, add a little bit of sharpness, contrast, those kind of things, but I don't like, I never smooth my face, I never delete pimples or anything like that. And yeah, so I'm gonna let that just sit on my face a little bit to build coverage, and then I'm gonna go under my eyes with the Revlon Candid, just a little bit. Again, because like I have freckles, so I want those freckles to show through, again, making my skin look even more natural. But I think I was saying, like, I got a bunch of nice comments on my favorites video where I was kind of ranting and raving about the same thing. And I didn't even see half of them because I have the words like pimple, acne, breakout all blocked in my comment section because I was so sick of people like making fun of me and picking at me when I had really bad skin. Because it's like, it's the few people who say really horrible bad things to you that make you then not even want advice from the people who are trying to help, if that makes sense. Just like, you know, I get it, I put myself out there, but at the same time you need to respect people's boundaries. And I share a lot, but then people overstep. I get it. There's YouTubers that I'm curious about. I'm like, oh, who's that? Where'd their boyfriend go? What's up with that? Da da da. But like, would I ever comment that? No. I wouldn't even say that stuff to like acquaintances, so why would I say it to somebody who I don't even know? I'm gonna take this is like an e.l.f. brush, and I'm not going to like buff it in, I'm just gonna kind of pat it in, and I find that helps keep the coverage. And this is the concealer that you use to spot conceal is gonna be, you want it to be something that's the same shade as your actual skin, as opposed to like under my eyes I put something brighter. And for me, I want like kind of a more matte concealer, something that's going to stick around. To set my under eyes using the Makeup Revolution Bacon Blot. I'll tell you something else that annoys me while I'm ranting here is like, and I know people probably don't mean anything by it, and use a powder foundation to set my face, the Too Faced Born This Way, is when someone gets a pimple who has like good skin and they're like, oh, meet Bob, or something, and they're naming it, and I don't know if it's like a insecurity thing because you're like, let me point it out before someone else points it out perhaps, but to me in my mind, well, I know this is not the case probably at all, is like, oh, if you are like freaking out about one pimple on your face and naming it and calling attention to it, what do you think about this collection over here? You know, like I've got a whole city when you know, you've got a population of one, and like it's all relative, you know what I mean? Like I meant to use a liquid highlighter. I was going to use this Kevyn Aucoin highlighter. I'll try it. Just because it's a really good highlighter if you are afraid to kind of highlight your texture. It looks quite natural on the skin if you do have texture and you're trying not to like highlight the texture too much. Normally I put it on under powder. But yeah, that's how I feel, and I'm sure that no one actually means that, but that's something that really gets to me. So that worked actually quite nicely over powder. I'm gonna take my powder brush and just kind of, for my bronzer I'm gonna use the Rimmel Stay Matte. This is actually a face powder, but I really like it as a bronzer. And yeah, I'm sorry if this seems negative. Like I just want to be like completely honest with you about what's going on, and because I think if you have acne, like I think it's refreshing to hear somebody talk about it, because I've barely heard anybody talk about this kind of stuff. There's a few people out there who have done like great kind of journeys of documenting their acne and etc, which is very much appreciated. And this foundation routine, I mean, anybody can do this. You can skip out on the spot concealing. I also use the NARS Tinted Moisturizer. I just didn't want to use that because I used that in a recent, or like a foundation routine earlier, a few months ago. But I feel like because I used to always do super full coverage foundations when my skin was bad, switching it up and doing something more medium, lighter medium coverage and then spot concealing is more my preference now. Just all looks lighter. One of my favorite highlighters is from Essence. This is the Pure Nude Sunlighter, so it's a little bit deeper than their original highlighter in Be My Sunlight, and this is baked, so it's again a little bit more forgiving on the skin. and a little more natural, but still super glowy and very affordable. I'm not going to do much on my eyes today, so just put some on the inner corner. I'm going to set my face now before brows and mascara. Urban Decay De-Slick. They just came out with a De-Slick, or not, sorry, Urban Decay All-Nighter, and they just came out with an All-Nighter Matte, which is super interesting. For my mascara, I'm going to use the L'Oreal Bambi Eye. I haven't tried this. This is their new mascara. You know I love their Unlimited. All the drugstore brands make such good mascaras, like L'Oreal, Rimmel, Maybelline. All do incredible mascaras. So this definitely gives a lot of length. I feel like the brush is like a little bit bigger than I would prefer, but lots of length, lots of curl. And then for my lip, I'm going to use this L'Occitane lipstick in the shade 020, which is one of their nudes. I love these lipsticks in this shade especially. I'm a little shiny. This is the brush I use to set my under eyes with the banana powder, so I'm just kind of powdering the T-zone. So yeah, this is the finished look. As you can see, like obviously I still have acne and didn't go anywhere, but I think that I feel it doesn't feel heavy, it doesn't look heavy. I think it looks fresh and youthful, and I don't feel like it looks like too much. I feel like if you put on something that's too heavy and too cakey, it can really kind of accentuate, especially if you have any dryness around your pimples. It'll kind of catch on any of the dryness, and yeah, I really like the way that this looks. So this was a little bit ranty. I'm gonna have to check in editing if this was too much or not, but I do really like the way that this look came out, and I hope that you found this helpful both in terms of the actual products I used and perhaps techniques, but also just in if you're going through something similar, know that you're not the only one who's freaking sick and tired of it, because I certainly am. So thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to connect with me, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at SamanthaJaneYT, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!